So now, is the exudate from all the way around, or is it just mainly this area here?
No,
All the way around? Okay, all right. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna lay one underneath for right now. And then, and is there an area that, I mean, like this area here, when I took it off, looked the most moist?
Yeah.
So is that fair to say that that's probably the, okay,
That's where it oozes the most.
the most, okay. So what I would suggest is maybe putting another layer right over that area. So when we put it on, we'll just kind of layer it a little bit more right there and overlap it. So I would say, actually, I don't really want to end, I want that over the top of it. So we'll do it like this. Just kind of layer it.
Do you want an extra set of hands?
You know, I might need an extra set here. That might be good. Put your hand right there, and I'm gonna lift up here. Just leave that just kind of laying there like that. Right over the nose and tape. We'll just try to leave it there, and then when we get, and then let's see if maybe, I don't know, this, I'm not sure if this will go over that. It'll go over that.
Okay, Pat? Yeah. It's gonna feel better soon.
Yeah, I think it will once you get it on. It's just a matter of getting it on. If we get that just enough at least to cover the foot. Over the edge of that bandage. Just enough on the end of that to fold it back over once we get.
So this will be our part to do after the wound?
Right,
Okay.
right, yeah. All right, so then this piece here, we're gonna go back over her foot for right now because we want to get the toes out where we can wrap, get the toes wrapped. That's this piece. And then we're going to take on the pinky toe side, all the way around. And then come up to the far side of the pinky toe. And we're gonna go all the way around at the edge of the nail bed. And then down. And all the way around to the next toe. To the top.
Toes hurt too.
Huh? The toes hurt too, yeah. Yeah, and unfortunately, I mean, I'm trying not to wiggle them any more than I have to, but we still have to get the bandage through there. And then I just go around just, you know, so that you get a nice coverage.
How tight are you
I'm not
doing that?
pulling them at all. I'm just
not
kind of
pulling
laying,
at all?
no,
Okay.
I'm just pretty much laying it on, especially since she's saying, now with here, I would take and maybe fold it a little bit so that you don't get a wrinkling at the bottom.
Mhm.
And then just, and see, when I'm coming around, I'm putting my thumb on it so that I don't pull it as I'm pulling through. So as I'm coming around, and then I hold here as I'm coming through, so that again, it doesn't get tighter. And then I'm gonna come around. And I try to not go in the same place right here either, so we don't get a real bulky spot right there. And so, just kind of hold that edge. And what I tell people too is, if worse comes to worse and these don't stay on as well with people, you know, I have them get like a cheap pair of knee-high hose, like the queen size, and typically that will go over enough at least, you know, so that it holds all the foot stuff in place. So we're gonna go around one more time there on the pinky toe. And as she gets used to it, you know, it won't be as bad. So, you know, but right now I just kind of want to be as gentle as possible and just get it on there. I am going to scoot that up just a little bit more so that I can get, because I'm going to go ahead and add another one to this just because her foot has swelling in it. And I'm not really pulling. I'm going to be gentle and firm with it at the same time, but I'm not really pulling. I mean, you know, if you pulled, I'm just going to just kind of layer it on there, and that'll help give the foot just a little more. So far, is that all right?
And my neck hurts.
Oh, well, do we need to do something different up there?
I just got a hold of Dane. Dane is in the middle of a treatment, and everybody else is gone. But
Okay.
Dana is going to call your cell,
Oh, okay.
and so I'm just going to let you.
Okay.
And if she will sacrifice whatever we need on that, then I will find somebody to go pick it up. If I have to go pick it up, I will. I just don't know. I don't know where she is either, so I would need an address.
Okay. Well, I think, aren't they just at the hospital?
No, this was their satellite something or other.
Oh, okay. And then that I don't know. We'll have to find that out
Yeah.
from her.
But I can write
It's
it.
Clinton
write it
Castle.
down. Looks like you've made progress since I.
Well, and we've used this for the bottom, and I think
Okay.
you know, it was big enough for that. I think
Good.
So now we're just kind of pulling that back over and trying not to wrinkle anything as we do it. Since it's snug, it's a little more challenging, but we'll do it. And that'll hold everything in place there on the foot. And if worse comes to worse, we can probably manage today without, you know, now up here, since it's not quite as, you know, we've got this stuff down here covered.
Mm-hmm.
It's just,
What size stockinette would we need to order?
I would say, if you're doing the Lohman Rauscher brand, that's the one that I really know the sizes to, and I would say, a TG12 or a K1. So it'd be like the K1 is like a small trunk size, And just to be on the safe side with all the bandages and stuff, you might want to go with that one. 12 would probably work, but just to be on the safe side, it doesn't matter if it's a little bit bigger because
It'll, yeah.
And while I'm thinking about it, before Lynn leaves, maybe you could give us, if you haven't already, a suggestion of how much we order at this time to get us through for a while.
for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that stuff will wash. I mean, so you don't necessarily have to get, I mean, I would just say to get you through for a while, a box or 2 at the max.
Okay.
And maybe you'd order just one K1 and then one 12 because as she goes down, you might be able to use the 12.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That
That makes
might be
sense.
okay. Yeah.
So you got that down already. Good.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of pull a little bit more there. Okay, so I've got it all smooth there. So then, now I'm gonna take these gloves off because I don't need them. Everything's covered now. So, we'll probably use more of this, the Solona, because I'm gonna put some of them down here, and I may go ahead and not put any here right now, just because we've got that bulked up pretty good, and then I'll kind of build up here. But we'll kind of wait and see if, did she say how soon or how long she would be?
No.
Just depending on what kind of a treatment it
Yeah.
could be.
I wonder if I should call back and,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that, you know what,
Well, if it's a satellite office, I can tell you it's probably gonna take 30 minutes to get there and back.
yeah,
If
I think,
it's castled and,
yeah.
Well, why don't I
15.
at least find out where it is, and I think I may just go out, what if I go out there, I'm not doing any good right here?
Well, let's just go ahead and do, because like I said, with this, the stockinette, I mean, you're gonna go all the way up,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna wanna cut it long,
Mm-hmm.
up here and here, probably more than I did here, but, cut it long, because then when you put the cotton on, you're gonna fold it back over the cotton.
Yeah.
On
Okay.
both sides, okay?
Uh-huh.
So up here, I cut it long because as you wash it, it ravels.
Mm-hmm.
And you just want to be able to trim it each time and still be able to use it, because
Yeah.
when it gets to a certain short, you can't use it anymore.
Right.
So anyway, we'll just try to do it without that and just know that it's not ideal, but it's what we have. So we'll work with it. All right, so I'm just going to take and right at the edge of the pinky toe and the big toe, I'm going to put the cotton. And we're just gonna kind of go around the heel. And you don't wanna pull on this stuff or it'll tear. You just wanna kind of, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build it up a little bit by folding it over, because we've got kind of a bump there and I don't want that. I don't want that bump there. And again, this is cotton, so it shouldn't, wrinkles should not, they should be okay. So we're just kind of building the ankle up a little bit so that we don't have that, like I said, bump
Do you
there.
want me to hold her foot up?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
might be
okay.
good. Or her leg, actually, if you just hold it the leg.
oh, I was gonna come
yeah,
here,
that's
like if I
fine.
come in.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, so just gonna kind of build that
Does that
up.
bother your shoulder? I like to do that. You're okay? Right.
All right, so I'm gonna go just a little bit just to even that out. And then we're gonna go up here. And that might be easier for you to be down here now. And then if she calls.
Okay.
All right, so then we're gonna kind of go up here, and again, same thing, we're gonna try to get that bulked up just a little bit so that we don't have that bump there. Get a little more comfortable. Oh, sorry. All right, and then we're gonna go right to the crease, or right underneath the crease, so that we get a good wrap to the first set of lymph nodes there.
I remember I used to rest the patient's foot
Mhm.
like on my chest
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
wrap her.
Yep, yep. All right, so then we're just gonna pull that down, and that kind of protects the cotton a little bit from everything. All right, okay, go ahead and set it down for just a minute. All right, so our next, we're gonna go from the smallest